Hey everyone, it's Melanie, and I wanted to share with you today one of my favorite organization systems that we use in our home, and that is the way that we've chosen to organize my kids' movies. I can't even tell you the number of movies that they have. I know it's a lot, and it was getting to be a little bit out of hand, because this is what happens when you have kids who are allowed to get into their movies. You end up with these little cardboard covers that come on the movies that is just going to get thrown away. And then you have this. It's just empty, and I have no idea what it's for, so that needs to go as well. But other than that, you have movies that they just take up a lot of space. And again, I don't know how many movies my kids own, but it's a lot, and they were taking up a tremendous amount of space. So I decided to come up with a solution, and I want to show you what that solution is. Basically, I purchased DVD carriers, containers, I'm not sure what you would call these, from Amazon, and they're a little bit dirty because, like I said, my kids get into these and my kids aren't gentle on them. This one needs to be glued back. So this is what the outside of them looks like. These sit on a shelf in our living room, and they hide all of our DVDs. If you turn one of them around, you can see that they're organized, and they're split kind of down the middle, as far as this holder right here has A through L, and this holder has M through Z. We'll just look at this one. This one says A through B, and that's about as organized as I make my kids do it. I don't worry so much about them being perfectly alphabetized in here because they're kids, and that's kind of ridiculous. What I did was I took a file folder, and I basically, you open the file folder all the way and you cut it in half so that you're left with two sides, and then each side I cut into half so that you get this. This is the result, and what I did was I laminated it, and I put a little washi and a label on it just to make it easy. They've held up really well. We've been using the system for probably a good 2 years now, and I really like it. My kids are pretty rough with this, as I mentioned, and they're still doing pretty good. So you have basically your divider here, and then the movies. And my kids just pull out the movie that they want, and when they're finished, they put it back in the correct, see, there's Big Hero 6. They put it back in the correct place, and yeah, that's it. So let me tell you again, I got these two cases or containers. Sorry about that, guys. My batteries died. I'm pretty sure you're not shocked about that. So anyway, like I said, I got these two containers off of Amazon, but I'm fairly certain that if you just wanted to use a plastic shoebox from Walmart or the dollar store, that this would fit in there as well. So it doesn't have to be an expensive project. This is just what I chose to do because at the time I knew that we would be using these in the living room. I wanted them to be somewhat decorative and look nice, and so this is what I spent the money on getting. So let me show you what is behind each of these and what holds all of our movies. I'm just going to use this one as an example. As you can see, it's a plastic sleeve that holds, for us, we have it hold one individual movie. In some cases, there are two in each one, but I'll go into that in just a second. We just put the plastic insert that comes with your movie, not plastic, the paper insert that comes into the movie in the front here so that we know what movie it is. And then this is what is actually inside the sleeve, and I'm going to pull this out to show you. It has this another little sleeve, basically, that has a slot here, and it has a slot here to put your movie in. You slide your movie in, it's really thin, and then, I don't know for sure if I can do this one-handed, but I'm going to attempt to. You just put it back in here. Yeah, I don't know for sure. Okay, oh, I almost got it. Perfect. Okay, so then it slides down in there. It closes here, and it actually has a little tab here. My kids rarely ever use this feature, but that's okay, I don't care. A tab here to hold down the flap, and then this, with the movie in the back, goes in your container. Easy peasy. And like I said, in some cases these hold more than one movie. Like a lot of times nowadays, if you buy a movie, it'll come with the Blu-ray and the DVD or bonus features or anything like that. And that's what we have in the case of this one. This is Brave. We have the little paper insert in the front, and in the back we have the actual movie, the feature, and then we have a bonus disc. And if we have a movie that comes with multiple discs, this is how we do it. And it still makes it a lot easier to contain, takes up a lot less room. And then that would go back in there. I'll put those back in a second. But last thing I wanted to show you was basically, this is what you're looking at. This is 6 movies in their original packaging. This, oh, come on over here. This is 6 movies in the packaging that we use. You can see it's a huge difference. This takes up so much less room and still keeps everything protected. So I'm going to have my kids put all of these into the cases that we use and then alphabetize them, put them in their right place, and then that'll be that. We will get rid of these containers. I think that the little plastic sleeves come 22 a pack, I believe. I might be wrong about that, but I am going to leave you guys a link in the box below so that you can look it up on Amazon. This is not the absolute cheapest option, but you know, if you're really creative, you may actually be able to come up with a way to kind of DIY this yourself. That would be really interesting if you have an idea on how to do that and you want to leave it in the description box or the comments below. That would be really neat. I'd like to see that. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful in some way, and please stay tuned for more organization videos. We will be back soon. Thanks so much.